Well, that's the name!
Oh, no, it is not! No child of mine is ever going to be named Seven.
All right, let's just stay calm here! Don't get all crazy on me!
Hello and welcome to Seincast, a retrospective on all 180 episodes of Seinfeld, being hosted by two guys who can barely run their own lives. My name is Vinnie.
My name's Matt.
How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Good. Oh, hi, Evelyn.
Hello, Jerry.
That's when I think when he's around, it's funny, his parents don't have the accent, but when he's around them and, you know, those people in Florida, I think it comes out more.
Mm-hmm. Just older people. Older people. Well, Vinny, we're very excited to tell our listeners about some big news. This kind of broke last night when I was racing to Penn Station, and you texted me. You're like, "Oh my God, Comedians in Cars is coming to Netflix."
Extra, read all about it.
And I call you, and you don't pick up. Come on.
I was in bed. I had to be in bed by 9:30. I don't have to tell you what happened.
Well, eventually I got around to reading this article from Variety. This is very exciting news. Jerry Seinfeld just struck a deal with Netflix to not only move all of the old episodes from Crackle to Netflix, but he has a deal to produce 24 new episodes starting in 2017. He's also doing 2 comedy specials as well, exclusively for Netflix.
All right.
I like it how Netflix is the streaming service everyone wants Seinfeld to be on.
Well, I think most of us are already subscribed to it. I know when Seinfeld rights were up in the air, I was pulling for Netflix, but I gladly picked up a Hulu subscription. Mm-hmm. But it's so accessible. So
we're not getting, Seinfeld per se, but the next best thing, man. Some original Seinfeld stand-up.
Hell yeah.
Comedians in Cars, which I don't know if most of our listeners have even checked out, really. Crackle isn't really the best streaming service, but it's available.
Now they can. Did it say if you remember the lineup we announced 1 or 2 episodes ago for this upcoming season?
Yeah.
Is that coming to Netflix, or would that remain with Crackle?
Yeah, so all of the episodes on Crackle will move to Netflix in 2017. I think, the latest season will finish up its run in the coming weeks, and I don't know, like fourth quarter, you'll probably see the episodes wind up on Netflix. I don't really have all the specifics here, but just the idea alone that we're going to get more Comedians episodes on Netflix, just great news, I think, all around. I think most of our listeners are very happy with this.
Yeah, I am, for one.
I'm kind of thrilled with the idea of binging all of the Comedians episodes because I still haven't seen all of them. Maybe like a handful here or there.
Thank goodness for Netflix, because it was hard to binge on Crackle because you had to do it on your computer. I couldn't do it on my phone or my Apple TV. And then the commercials really stink. And it's the same commercial each time. I mean, I would go through that with other streaming services, but looking forward to I assume would they be commercial free is another question I have.
Oh yeah,
on
for
Netflix.
Sure. I bet they would just edit out the Acura spots and
that dude
play the episode. Yeah, for sure. Very exciting news. We'll let our listeners know as news develops. But 2017, a brand new season, a huge order of episodes, and 2 new Jerry specials. I know some shows and specials are limited to certain countries, but hopefully this is a deal that's opened up worldwide. But Vinny, in the meantime, how can listeners get in touch with us?
They can email us at seincast@gmail.com, find us on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, or they can leave us a voicemail at Coco Bosco, 262-622-6726.
Vinny, what episode do we have this week?
We are halfway through season 7. We will be discussing the 13th episode of season 7 today, The 7, written by Alec Berg and Jeff Schaefer, directed by Andy Ackerman, and it originally aired February 1st, 1996.
Well, Vinny, we don't really have any trivia this week, but I figured we could talk about names in general. This whole episode centers around that infamous name, Seven.
What's in a name?
What do you think of the name Seven and just odd names in general?
Watching this episode, hearing George and his explanation of why he's in love with the name, I absolutely love it. I think it's a great name. I'm actually a little miffed at Ken and Carrie for stealing it, but we'll get into that later. And I like that George is so passionate and excited to name his kids. Like maybe George and Susan will make it after all and have a fruitful life. There's hope. Hope.
I don't know. Susan isn't a huge fan of Seven. It might not work out the way George wants.
Let's not get crazy here.
If Susan survived and they did wind up having a kid, do you think eventually she would have gone with Seven?
Probably not. Maybe she would have given the middle name be Seven.
Mm-hmm. But or Evan.
Yeah, Evan Costanza.
Kramer mentioned that he, if he ever had a kid, he would name him Isosceles Kramer.
You are absolutely right. I'm glad you remember that, because I know oodles of people would have been like, guys, you forgot this one.
So Seven Costanza, Isosceles Kramer. Jerry or Elaine ever mentioned what they'd name their kid? Jerry and Elaine might have a kid together, in some alternate universe.
Yeah, if you tune into season 7 of Curb Your Enthusiasm, you may get a little more information about that.
Oh, interesting.
And I was trying to think, are there any other characters we've seen in television that had a number for a name? Yeah. And I only thought of one.
Oh, go for it. What do you got?
I'm thinking of a little Blossom action. Do you remember her best friend?
I don't. Who do you got?
6 was her name.
Really?
Yeah. And I think the joke was it took 6 beers for her dad to get her mom pregnant.
Oh, God.
I'm digging deep for that one. I think that's what the joke was.
Yeah, after that many beers, he's probably a little groggy anyways. It's funny you ask about, other TV characters. Just recently, Stranger Things, 11. That was a huge character.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm sure if you look at, name popularity, 11 spiked in the summer of 2016.
You're absolutely right. I cannot believe I did not think of her.
Mm-hmm. And I think there's something that ties 11 with 7. Like they both sound good because of that Evan.
Evan.
You know what I mean?
Because it's got a name within the number.
Exactly.
It's 2 for 1. George even does that when Carrie goes into labor and she's going at the door. He's like, 9. No, 9's no good. 13. And every number he suggests is terrible, but 7 I like.
Mm-hmm, for sure. There is another 7 out there from Star Trek Voyager, 7 of 9.
Okay.
I'm falling asleep here?
If
really setting the tone for this week.
Man, you. Can we if we're going this route, can we say that Daniel Craig and Pierce Brosnan and the like also are numbered fellows?
James Bond is the original 7, you're correct.
00, what we're working on for today.
Oh, look at the cues here, everyone. Yeah, the name 7 though is just something I never really understood. I could never name my kid 7.
Yeah. Well, he's got his case being that, Mickey Mantle's his idol, his favorite baseball player. I totally get that. And that's why I like his justification for wanting to name his baby 7. That got me thinking, though, actually, before I even talk about my thoughts, did you know that Larry David named his daughter after a New York Knicks basketball player?
I just found this out, dude. And
so did I.
I thought you, being a sports guy, would make the connection.
Shut up for a second, because I'm not a sports guy. I'm almost as non-sports as you.
Oh, but if you listen to the Caddy episode, I think
here we go.
We know who the sports fan is here.
But he named his daughter Cazzie, Cazzie. Cazzie David is named after Cazzie Russell, a New York Knicks ball player from late 60s to early 70s.
There you go.
So it makes perfect sense that George Costanza would want to name his daughter after a famous sports figure.
I wonder if that influenced Alec and Jeff this week, to kind of, create a George storyline out of that. But, the name Cazzie kind of works. 7 is just so absurd.
Yeah, I always thought it was Cassie David until there's a Z in there. Yeah. There's 2 Z's, actually. But there's become this trend of people naming their children after famous characters So much so that Khaleesi, I believe, wasn't that the number one baby name last year?
Very common name. Mm-hmm.
That's it. I'm done.
Well, I don't think it's unheard of for people to be influenced by a TV show or, an athlete, someone they admire, and name their kid after that, right? Throughout time, people have been doing that. But there's something about the 20th and 21st century where the names are getting more and more ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
I think Cassie works. Khaleesi is pushing it a little bit, I think. No offense.
Why not Danny? Yeah. I've been given the go-ahead that if we get a dog, Kelly likes the name Kramer for a dog.
Oh, my God. That's great.
So it's kind of in there.
Yeah, even Cosmo works.
Cosmo, yeah. She really likes Kramer, though. I also like to name a dog Mitch after Mitch Hedberg.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll see. We got to get the dog first.
Name's Mitch. Well, getting back to like ridiculous names, especially celebrity baby names, are just the worst. I mean, you can just Google, hundreds of articles about this is the worst one, this is the worst one. Mm-hmm. I found two that tie back to Seinfeld. Nicolas Cage has a son named Kal-El.
Wow.
Superman's, birth name.
Yes.
Courtney Cox and David Arquette have a child, I don't know if it's a boy or girl, named Coco. And that's C-O-C-O. In 2015, according to this website, more numbers, 538.com, there were 1,584 kids named Seven in the U.S.
There are sevens of us. Seven.
And to bring some celebrities into the mix here, Andre 2000 has a son named Seven.
That's so fitting for him.
Yeah, of course. He's always with the numbers, that guy. Yeah. And then David Beckham and what's her name? Victoria Beckham.
Victoria.
They also have a child named Seven.
Seven Beckham?
Oh, my God. Even worse. Ugh.
Seven Beckham.
Just never ends.
Seven Beckham.
But, Vinny, if you had a kid, to get real for a second here, what would you like to name them? And I'll take any suggestions. I won't make fun of you and vice versa.
Oh, yeah. We'll see about that. Growing up, I'm 100% Italian, come from a big old-fashioned, hardworking, stupid family, Italian. I've always liked Italian names, and I grew up liking Italian names, and I've always wanted to name babies Italian names, but each girl that I've dated, for one, has not been Italian and wasn't a huge fan of Italian names. Enter Kelly. I got an Italian girl. She loves Italian names, so we're going to name our babies Italian names. Her dad's name is Dino, which we really like.
Formerly Vito, formerly Nunzio.
Yeah, there we go. I like names like Bella, Isabella. I love Sophia. Mm-hmm. So I like kind of classy Italian names is what I'm hoping for.
So Sophia for a girl, what would a boy's name be? Dino?
Dino's a possibility. What's the other one?
Is that short for something?
No. And Angelo's my dad's name. I like Angelo a lot.
And you have a nephew named Angelo, right?
I do, yeah.
Runs in the family. Where did Vincent come from? Any relatives with Vincent?
My mother's cousin, who she adored, was named Vincent.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Yeah. What about you? What kind of names do you like?
Oh, thanks for the assist. I'm pretty boring white.
Oh, I know what you like.
Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah, you white boy. You like Hank,
you're
right?
white too.
Hammer and Hank.
Hammer and Hank?
Hammer and Hank. I guess I am the sports
guy.
guy.
What's Hammerin'?
Hank Aaron, one of the best hitters, if not the best hitter of all time. His nickname was Hammerin' Hank. Hammered the ball.
Okay. I sound like such an idiot right now. I do love the name Henry. I like the name Henry a lot for a boy, and I like the nickname Hank. I love that. That's like my go-to boy name.
Matt's not afraid of Hank's sexuality. Matt's happy for Hank.
Girl names are trickier because there are so many beautiful girls' names out there. I like old-timey names. Eloise. I love that name.
That's pretty.
I feel like Matilda is coming back. I like that a lot, and I like
that as well.
My wife loves Georgia O'Keeffe, the artist, and she loves the name Georgia. She would name her daughter Georgia in a heartbeat.
That's right there. That's paying homage to
George Costanza.
No, you said it. I'm going to tell her you said that.
What were you going to say?
Oh, she's paying homage to one of her favorite artists.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone famous that I could name my kid after, though. Like, you were named after.
Luke.
You know, back in college, I did think if I had a son or twins, you know, boy and girl, I would do Luke and Leia for sure.
That'd be. I'm sure that's out there. That'd be pretty cool.
Absolutely. But yeah, so we rule that 7 is a somewhat okay name.
I'm pro 7.
You're pro 7. All right. I'm more anti 7 just because it's like, come on, get real.
Very well done.
All right. Should we move on to this week's episode?
Yes.
I love it when people are complimented on something they're wearing and they accept the compliment as if it was about them. Nice tie. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. If the compliment is for the tie, it's not for you, but we take it. And that's kind of the job of clothes, to get compliments for us. Because it's very hard to get compliments based on your human qualities. Right? Let's face it, no matter how nice a person you are, nobody's going to come and say, hey, nice person. It's much easier to be a bastard and just try and match the colors up.
You know, I don't think I've ever been complimented on what I'm wearing. Just because I kind of like a certain character in this episode, I am wearing like one of 3 outfits throughout the entire year. You know, I've got like a hoodie that I wear all the time, and like one or two button-down shirts that I love. I'm always washing them, and jeans.
That's
I'm always
true.
wearing jeans. So
yeah, I can't recall you in khakis ever.
You, on the other hand, though, you have an excellent sense of fashion.
No,
are you kidding me? You always
get
have,
out of here.
Nice dress shirts. Or...
All right, already. I like my routine as well, but
you just got a tailored suit, right?
I did.
You look like Sean Connery in Goldfinger.
Thank you. So you went the fashion route. I went the compliment route, where this kind of struck a chord for me. The whole taking credit for clothes. Thank you very much. You know, compliments. As a kid, I was very Eeyore, and when people would give me a compliment, I'd say no, it's not true. And my mother would say, no, if somebody gives you a compliment, you say thank you. Uh-huh. So when this episode came out, it really resonated with me, because I'm like, that's what Mom taught me. You're supposed to say thank you.
So you're looking in the mirror. Kelly comes up to you from behind and says, "You look fine," and then you go, "I didn't ask."
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, and.
First scene of the episode, we are at an antique shop, and Jerry and Elaine are just amazed at all of the toys. You know, especially those that could kill a kid one day. This setting kind of ties in with the Merv Griffin show. Remember, there's like that classic toy collection that that Celia has.
Mm-hmm, exactly. They're not meant to be played.
Right. But anyway,
and we haven't gotten there yet, have we?
Oh God, no! That's season 9, baby. Yeah. Elaine is thrilled though, and she notices this old Schwing Stingray bike. She always wanted one when she was little.
Schwing.
God. For those of you listening at home, Vinny just thrusted his pelvis at my face.
Twice?
Saying, "Schwing." It's wonderful. Jerry, however, gets distracted, flirting with this woman. And I think Elaine, though, needs help getting this bike down from the wall.
The only way to really help her is just let her be.
And sure enough, Elaine falls over, the bike pinning her down, and she rings the bell to get Jerry's attention. Let's describe 2 things here. The bike, first of all. This is the girls' model. It's pink. You got some streamers on the handlebars.
Little basket action.
Yeah, basket
Banana
of flowers.
Seat. Remember, the neighbor girls had one of these kind of bikes.
Mm-hmm.
Elaine said she always wanted one of these when she was a little girl. And yet I was thinking, doesn't she come from a very affluent family? Like, why wouldn't she? Maybe she had a bike, but just not this particular model,
Yeah, possible. I don't know. There's always that toy, even for the, the most privileged that people just didn't get.
You pined for, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That either they ran out or you just never got around to saying how much you wanted it.
So a skateboard.
Yes.
Or that one bike you wanted, you got a different bike instead, so you smashed it to pieces.
Exactly. So we've described the bike. Let's describe the woman that Jerry meets. Vinny, what about her is unique?
She's a brunette. She's tall.
I think she's a redhead.
Let's go with the black and white dress. I see the black and white dress.
Yeah, the black and white.
Scoop neck.
Looks like a superhero. I don't know if this really leaps to people's mind, but I love the term black and white coming back to the show.
Oh, yeah.
You know, with the black and white cookie, now you get the black and white dress. They look very similar. It's black from the waist down, or the chest down, and the upper chest is all white.
It's almost a shame that they didn't incorporate some sort of black and white cookie joke. Like, why wasn't Jerry eating one when he met her? And that's what kind of made him become enamored with her.
Who knows? That could be why he was drawn to her. I mean, she's a very beautiful woman, but
too racist color.
But next scene, we are at a restaurant called Pasta Vici. George is out to eat with Susan and two new characters. We've got Susan's cousin, Carrie, and her husband, Ken. This couple is expecting a baby girl any day now. And before we get into this clip, what is it about George and pasta? Have you noticed this?
I got the same note in my notes. I'm thinking back to the fix-up when he met up with, what was her name? Was it Cynthia?
Cynthia, yeah.
Cynthia. Yeah, but he was ravenous then, eating his pasta all over his face. He can't keep a ice cream sundae in the, it's supposed to go in his mouth, not around his mouth. But yet again, we see him wolfing down pasta. So I really like that they kept that consistent with the series.
Mm-hmm.
So, Carrie, you and Susan are cousins. So your baby daughter is going to be Susan's second cousin, right? Mm-hmm. So what does that make me?
Doesn't make you anything.
Well, so legally, I could marry your daughter.
So, have you picked out a name yet?
Well, we've narrowed it down to a few. We like Kimberly.
Oh, boy.
You don't like Kimberly?
What else you got?
How about John?
Oh, come on, I'm eating here.
Pamela?
Pamela? All right. I tell you what, you look like nice people. I'm going to help you out. You want a beautiful name? Soda.
What?
Soda. S-O-D-A. Soda.
I don't know. It sounds a little strange.
All names sound strange the first time you hear them. Are you telling me that the people love the name Blanche the first time they heard it?
Yeah, but soda?
Yeah, that's right. It's working.
We'll put it on the list.
I solve problems. That's just what I do.
My first question is, what are you doing, Costanza, so legally, I could marry your daughter? Why do you say that to your fiance's relatives?
This is a classic example of when George is just way too comfortable, and I'm guilty of this too. I don't know if like you get arrogant or you just let people into your troubling thoughts. And
I think it's going back to the little man who's supposed to watch and filter out with what you say. He went and got a coffee.
No filter on George tonight.
And then we meet the relatives, as you said. Shannon Holt plays Carrie. Steve Holt. She was in Bob Roberts and an episode of That 70s Show. And then a very familiar face, Ken Hudson Campbell, plays Ken. That's his name. But I think we've all seen him in Groundhog Day. He was in Armageddon. He was Santa Claus in Home Alone. Hold out your little paw there. And then a show that I adored when it was out, only 3 seasons, Herman's Head. Do you remember that show?
I do. We've brought that up on Seincast before.
Because Sister Roberta was also in Herman's Head. In his head, literally.
Interesting.
Very.
Well, another show that only ran for 3 seasons and is my favorite show right below Seinfeld, Strangers with Candy. I don't know if anyone out there is a fan of that. But
Jerry Blank.
Yeah, Jerry Blank, Amy Sedaris. He had a bit role on that show. He played a bus driver who never learned how to drive properly.
Nice.
And he has to take like driver's ed again. He's like 35 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And,
depressing.
Yes. But I remember him from that actually more than anything else he's been in. Interesting. We're getting a little bit more of Susan's family here, which we don't really get, look at outside of the parents, really.
So that means that Mr. and Mrs. Ross have to have a brother or sister, and then Carrie happens to be their daughter. Is that correct?
Yeah. So
since they're cousins?
Well, Sarah, right, in the wheelchair from the Cheever Letters.
He doesn't look like me.
Is that? What if Carrie is Sarah's daughter?
Yeah, okay.
Possible?
I like it.
Okay. Let's go through a few of these names that George hates here. He doesn't like Kimberly. Oh boy. Joan. I'm eating here. I like the name Joan. I think that's sweet.
Yeah,
and then,
Joan's a classy name.
And then Pamela. Those are
Hey, Pam. What hubris on George? The way he's just shooting down their names, like don't mean anything to him, and such ego on him.
Absolutely. And then to be like, oh, I'll give you a good name, Soda.
You seem like nice people.
Yeah,
like I'm doing you a favor.
Soda versus 7, though. Which one do you prefer?
7, hands down.
I know this is crazy. I'm leaning a little bit more towards Soda.
That's because you're an idiot. I don't like soda. I don't like Pepsi.
It's bubbly. It's refreshing.
There is a doctor that prescribes. You know what his name is?
What?
Dr. Pepper.
Are you kidding me?
I'm serious. No, he is Dr. Pepper.
He
it's
must
on his
love
script.
that.
I'm sure he gets it from all his patients.
Yeah.
Delicious to meet you.
You know, Heidi Swedberg is featured in quite a few scenes this episode, and you know, I think it's official. I finally figured out what I love about her the most. I love when George is being just a complete. She gives him these looks, these subtle looks of just disdain.
I noticed the same thing when she's sitting next to him. She looks at him as if to say, like, "Okay, honey, shut up."
Yeah,
you know.
It's the same thing in what was it? The AIDS walk, the Sponge, I think, when he's like, "Yeah, the oceans are getting really sudsy," or
yeah,
Mick
exactly.
Jagger.
Like, shut up.
Just great stuff from Heidi Swedberg this week. All right, next scene, we are at Jerry's apartment. He's watching TV as Kramer is making this turkey sandwich in the kitchen.
Really going to town on that turkey there.
Yeah, I got a big appetite.
Oh, you've always loved that one.
I was hoping you remember this.
Anytime we went to the lunchroom, you know, this would be our line to each other.
I'm glad you remember that. There's something about season 7 Kramer. He's just got these little lines that just really stick with me over time.
I'm going to argue with you there.
Uh-huh.
Well, actually, this episode in particular showcases some amazing Jerry lines. And Jerry's performance in this episode, like, hands down, is one of his best, I think.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Well, like, already we saw that line with the best way to help her is just let her be. But watch what he says to Kramer and George throughout this episode. Good stuff from Jay Sein.
Kramer looks for some Dijon in the fridge, but all Jerry has is the yellow stuff, and he tries the sandwich anyway and just spits it out, claiming it's Bush League without Dijon.
Yeah, you're right. I really should keep more of your favorites on hand. He takes one bite. As soon as it, like, just touches his taste buds, spits it out, and the sandwich is worthless now.
What was the fruit that was it the cantaloupe? He's like, yeah,
that's no good. He's got very sensitive taste buds.
Yes, there's some tension here. Kramer just wasted half a pound of turkey with his uneaten sandwich, and he's been mooching food off Jerry for years now, as we've come to expect.
When Kramer's making the sandwich and you see him kind of talking to himself, yeah, that's nice. Jerry looks over and gives him the same look that Susan gives George.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like this judgmental look of, what the hell's he doing?
Well, Elaine arrives, and she's holding her head at a weird angle.
Well, what's with your neck?
It's still killing me from having to get that bike off the wall. By myself.
Well, if it's any consolation, I did get her number.
I think I really strained it. Ow.
Oh, I doubt you strained it. Maybe you pulled it.
Maybe.
Did you twist it? You could have twisted it.
I don't know.
Did you wrench it? Did you jam it? Maybe you squeezed it, turned it?
You know what? Why don't you just shut the hell up?
All right.
Man, this is killing me right now. I would give that bike to the first person who could make this pain go away.
Oh, you're really hurting, huh?
Oh, Kramer, it's just awful.
Mm-hmm. Well, your arterials have constricted. All right, lean forward. Relax.
What? What?
Encounter shiatsu.
Wait a minute. Kramer, you know what you're doing here?
Oh, yeah. A wise man once taught me the healing power of the body's natural pressure points.
Uh-huh.
He sells T-shirts outside the World Trade Center. He's a genius.
What?
Here we go.
Oh,
Here we go. All right. From pain will come pleasure. Voila.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow. That is unbelievable. That pain is totally gone.
What's even more amazing is his formal training is in pediatrics.
All right, my work is done here.
Oh, man, Kramer, thank you.
Yeah, you can send that bike over anytime.
What is he talking about?
I don't know. Oh, because you said you'd give the bike to anyone who fixes your neck.
You really think he wants the bike?
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, it took him like 10 seconds.
Well, that's the most he's worked in the last 4 months.
There is a great example for me of Jerry killing it with the, did you tweak it, wrench it, twist it? Okay, shut up. That's all right. It's awesome.
Yeah, he's really having fun this week. It's one of these episodes where he's got his own problems, but he's outside of the other characters' problems where he doesn't really care.
Yeah.
So he can just kind of, I don't know, make fun
Poking
of them.
fun at his friends, yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we learned that Kramer is has a minor in chiropractics, I guess.
Is there anything about what he says or does that's recommended?
I couldn't. I would assume no, because it's coming from Kramer.
He does get his advice from the guy who sells T-shirts outside the World Trade Center.
Yeah, there's a line that kind of is kind of sad for one, and then also dates the show.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because you realize it's a pre-9/11 show.
But it is referred to, I think, still as the World Trade Center, or maybe it's just the One World Trade Center. I don't know what the.
But yeah, I wouldn't take advice from a guy who sells T-shirts outside there.
And also, that's not too far from Battery Park.
Lopper?
Yeah, or no, I was thinking of Bob Sacramento.
$30.
Russian hats, yep. Mm-hmm.
Sable hats, yep. Or Nutrium.
That moment, though, when Kramer, grabs her head and he's like, "From pain will come pleasure," and he just twists it to the side.
You hear the cracking.
You hear the reaction from the audience. They're just like, "Oh,
oh!"
I'll tell you, we've dealt with back problems in our life. I don't know if you ever went to a chiropractor. I never want someone to yank it. I just like doing my stretches and
be gentle.
Just spreading out on the hard floor.
It makes me nervous. I realize they've been formally trained, but just you only get one chance with a spine.
My physical therapist friend always tells me to go to a PT if you have neck or back problems.
I'm going to PT.
Oh, you are?
Start next week.
Look at you. You didn't think of going to the chiropractor?
PT Vinnie. I've been before, but I'd prefer a PT.
Is it true if you go to a chiropractor that you kind of get hooked on them?
That's what I've heard from friends, that they say you want to go to a guy who doesn't keep wanting you to come back, because that's how they make their money. But to realign you, readjust you. So I really don't know enough about it to make a comment. Mm-hmm. So
okay, yeah, just from what I heard.
Well, I'm just curious.
Okay, let's cut over to George's car here. George and Susan are driving home from dinner, and another clip.
So I think they really went for that soda.
What, are you crazy? They hated it. We're just humoring you.
Eric, believe me, that kid's going to be called Soda.
I can tell you, I would never name my child Soda.
Oh, no. No, of course not. I got a great name for our kids. A real original. You want to hear what it is? Yeah? You ready?
Yeah? What is that, sign language?
7.
7 Costanza. You're serious?
Yeah. It's a beautiful name for a boy or a girl. Especially a girl or a boy.
I don't think so.
Well, you don't like the name?
It's not a name, it's a number.
I know, it's Mickey Mantle's number. So not only is it an all-around beautiful name, it is also a living tribute.
It's awful, I hate it.
Well, that's the name!
Oh, no, it is not! No child of mine is ever going to be named 7.
All right, let's just stay calm here! Don't get all crazy on me!
I love that George is excited about naming his kids.
Yeah.
That tickles me.
You should see George with his kid. I think George's idea of naming a kid and actually raising a kid are just two completely different things, right?
Night and day, my friend. Yep. And we see Susan kind of standing up for herself. Mm-hmm. No child of mine will ever be called 7.
All right, let's just stay calm here. But we know we find the origin, where he got the name 7 from, and that's Mickey Mantle's number, his favorite player.
His idol.
Mm-hmm. But what do you think it would work better as, a boy's name or a girl's name? Keep in mind, it is one letter off of Steven.
Evan.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, enough with the Evan. Steven, right? It's almost there.
Even yeah, it is. I think girl when I think of 7.
7.
But like he says, boy or girl.
Well, if anyone out there has actually named their kid 7, please let us know because we'd love to hear from you. And if they're a boy or a girl.
My nephew, when he was younger, told me about a friend he had, and he just had a birthday. And my nephew had like a little bit of a lisp when he spoke, but he'd say, "My friend Evan is 7."
Oh,
so I always thought of 7 then.
Next scene here, we're at Jerry's apartment, and I want to play a clip here because this goes in well with the clip we heard in the car discussing the name 7. And you're right, man. Jerry has a fantastic rant here coming up with other child names.
Yeah, I guess I could see it. 7. 7 periods of school, 7 beatings a day. Roughly 7 stitches a beating, and eventually 7 years to life. Yeah, you're doing that child quite a service.
Yes, I am. I defy you to come up with a better name than 7.
All right, let's see. How about Mug? Mug Costanza. That's original. Or Ketchup. Pretty name for a girl.
All right, you having a good time now?
I got 50 right here in the cupboard. How about Bisquick? Pimento? Gherkin? Sauce? Maxwell House?
All right!
When he grabs the mug, he's just having fun with it at that point. Mug Costanza. Sounds like it stands for something.
That's pretty good, like, on the spot thinking. You know what I mean? Like, hey.
Yeah. He does sound like somebody who would be in a gang named Mug. Like
I'm
a tough
looking
guy.
at something just random here on the table. What about Hanger? Hanger Costanza. I don't think that works.
What do we got here? Towel. Towel Seinfeld. Towel L. Oh, that's genius.
So what else does he have here? Ketchup. Pretty name for a girl. Or a boy. And then what other...
Gipple? Or no,
what other
not Gipple.
What'd you say?
I said Gipple. Wrong episode. Bisquick, Pimento, Gherkin, Sauce, Maxwell House. That's an actual name though.
Oh, Maxwell?
Yeah. Oh, and I love it's such a what's the line that George says? All right, you having a good time there? When Jerry's like ranting on these names. George has no patience for it.
All right, gun to your head. What is your kid's name? Mug, Ketchup, Bisquick, Pimento, Gherkin, Sauce, Maxwell House. Which one do you go with?
Is it a boy or a girl?
Your call.
I'm gonna go with Mug.
Mug. Oh, boy.
What about Mateo?
Oh, God. I'm going to go with Pimento.
Pimento, okay.
Because that sounds like something, right? I could call them Pim. Does that make sense? Like, hey,
or
Pim.
Ento.
Ento
Mangianera.
That's a real tough question, though, because they're all horrible.
I don't like Gherkin or Sauce. Maxwell, middle name House. That's tolerable. Oh, that's tolerable.
Yeah. Ketchup. Oh, Catsup. Ketchup? Catsup. George claims, though, that this is a key issue for him. You know, he's had the name 7 in mind for a long time. And this is when we sort of shift gears here, which reminds me of the, oh yeah, why'd you tell her? So she was really mad at you? That's the crazy thing. Like, we kind of shift gears.
Oh, yes.
Tonally.
They're no longer fighting with each other. They're back to being friends.
Right. Jerry tells George about Christy, the girl he met at the antique store, and he describes, you know, her great black and white dress with a scoop neck, looked like some kind of superhero, and George is just amazed. You know, how do you do it?
I'm not engaged. Which, hold on, George is so full of because he hooked up with Sylvia from the antique store.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
He just wasn't engaged.
Yeah, well, that's it.
But he's so like, and you did it in an antique store. Like, yeah, so did you.
That's a very good point. Well, Kramer arrives, claiming that he solved the food issue. He's going to hold himself accountable for what he eats. For example, he takes a cupcake, writes it down on a piece of paper, puts it in a fishbowl.
Sort of a mooching inventory.
No, not mooching. Vinny, at the end of the week, Jerry gets to add them all up and give Kramer the bill. And Kramer starts eating the cupcake. This as the scene ends. And George opens that soda. And he's happy to say, oh, Put that on my tab.
Awesome.
Yeah. Great moment. This is a great Kramer arc that's very minimal, you know. It doesn't require a lot of crazy antics, whatnot.
And it still kind of encapsulates his personality. Like, I think we've said it in the past, when he does have the money, he's so happy to pick up the check for everybody. So put that on my tab, you know, like he's a sweetie.
And, you know, you were saying before the mics were on that this episode definitely feels like, wow, we're in that, you know, latter third, those later seasons of Seinfeld. But it's subplots like this with Kramer and the whole bill and the food that remind me of the old Seinfeld.
Agreed. Yeah,
you know,
it's not really zany. It's kind of real. You know, he's been mooching for years.
This episode, and we can talk about this more at the end. I think it has like a perfect balance of old and new in it.
I agree.
So next scene, we're at, I think it's Cafe Paul or like Raoul. We've been here before. I know this exterior. Jerry and Christy are waiting to be seated when the maitre d' offers to take her coat. And when she takes it off, oh my God, Jerry is unsettled to see that she's wearing the same black and white dress from the antique store. But he puts on this fake smile, you know, when she looks at him.
He judges her yet again, and then he puts on the facade.
Would this seem weird to you if you saw someone wearing the same outfit?
Yeah, especially, it's not just like a t-shirt and jeans, it's a dress, which you can't kind of BS your way through, you know, like you're busted that she's worn it twice already, you know what I mean? So yeah, it would get my radar up.
I'd notice it. I don't think it would bother me per se, because it's like, oh, maybe it's like her one really nice outfit or her favorite dress, you know, who knows? Yeah,
it's odd though. Speaking of which though, Lisa Deanne Young plays Christy. And she's only had 11 acting credits. Seinfeld was her second, and her last was in 2008. So no longer in the biz, it looks like. But she was on episodes of Beverly Hills 90210 and Just Shoot Me. Those were her notables.
Okay. TV actress of the 90s. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I can never, like, remember what this girlfriend looks like for some reason.
Yeah.
You know,
I thought she had brown hair.
Jeez. It is red, isn't it?
I think so.
Is it brown? Is it brown?
Good job.
Sorry.
Margaret had red hair. That I see, but this one I thought maybe it's chestnut with auburn highlights.
There you go. All right, next scene we're at Monk's, and George is trying to figure out this one out. It's a tough one. You know, it's been 3 days between encounters.
Maybe she's on the cusp of a new wash cycle. She did laundry the day after Jerry met her. Everything got clean. She started all over again.
Possibly, but then shouldn't the outfit only reappear at the end of the cycle?
Maybe she moved it up in the rotation.
Why? It's their first date? She's already in reruns?
Very curious.
Indeed.
You know, Einstein wore the same outfit every day.
Well, if she splits the atom, I'll let it slide. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Bravo. Bravo.
Right. We like to do one of these at least every episode.
Yeah, it's fun.
I love this, you know, puzzle, trying to break it down. This, to me, feels like old Seinfeld.
Agreed.
And it's very clever because, you know, we've all been there in terms of, all right, this is my one last outfit before the laundry. I don't think, though, I stick to any sort of pattern, you know, or order of outfits.
A rotation. Yeah. Lineup.
Mm-hmm. So if I wear something before doing a wash, I might wear that right after the wash.
Mm-hmm. If it's a favorite, though, it's going to get worn.
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So if that is her favorite dress, it's understandable she would wear it again.
Are you guilty of this, though? Wearing the same outfit, though, like repeatedly? And
yeah. I wear the same outfit to work.
That's a good point. Well, you are a pharmacist, though. You kind of have to.
Yeah, but sometimes I want to milk a shirt a couple wears before I take it to the queeners.
The queeners?
There was some deleted dialogue regarding Einstein where Jerry said, "I don't recall him dating." And George replies, "Oh, he swung. He was all over the place." Good stuff.
Yeah, I wonder what Einstein's dating habit was like. I wonder if he had time for that sort of thing.
I'm trying to think of all my Einstein references in movies.
Wahoo!
I don't know. Great movie. Watch IQ. It's a lovely romantic comedy featuring Walter Matthau, Tim Robbins, and Meg Ryan, America's Sweetheart.
Okay.
That's my plug for the week. Vincent's picks.
We should start a new segment, actually. That would work great.
Yeah.
Well, George is about to head out and is happy to tell Jerry that Susan is weakening to the 7 idea. Just chipping away. And Jerry feels bad for her and suggests, you know, if it's a name in honor of Mickey Mantle, how about Mickey?
Mickey. I'm going to slip up a Mickey. It's the beautiful thing.
Can't believe I'm saying Mickey.
I go crazy trying to figure out what to wear. That got me thinking, George is such a huge Mickey Mantle fan, right? Mm-hmm. Didn't Kramer punch Mickey Mantle in the mouth?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And how come George didn't have anything to say about that?
You might not have.
You killed Mickey. What are you doing to Mickey?
Yeah, that is weird. I always thought that Mickey was George's favorite ball player, but I guess Kramer's too, or one of his idols. Good point.
I wonder if Jerry's is Joe DiMaggio. Although he probably didn't get to watch him play because he was just being born.
Next scene, we're at Jerry's apartment, and God, we have so many clips this week. Kramer enters, and Jerry is not happy with what he finds in his fridge.
Hey, is this your half a can of soda in the fridge?
Nope, that's yours. My half is gone.
What?
Yeah. I put my half a can here in the tab. Why, what's your beef?
You cannot buy half a can of soda.
Well, why not?
Well, I don't want to get into the whole physics of carbonation with you here, but you know the sound a can makes when you open it?
Yeah.
That is the sound of you buying a whole can. And the same goes for this, okay? When you pierce the skin of a piece of fruit, you've bought the whole fruit. Not a third of an apple, not a half of a banana.
All right.
You bite it, you bought it.
Right, all right. I'll make the necessary adjustments, all right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, so how's the neck? Nice and loose?
look at Kramer, you are not getting this bike. I don't even know why you want it. I mean, it's a girl's bike.
It's a verbal contract. We had a deal.
No, we didn't. You take these things too literally. It's like saying you're hungry enough to eat a horse.
Well, my friend Jay Riemenschneider eats horse all the time. He gets it from his butcher.
This is not the point. The point is you just can't have the bike.
Well, I am really surprised at you. You are the last person I figured would do something like this. I mean, George, yeah, I can see that. Even Jerry. But not you, Elaine. I always put you up here. There. Over here. Now you're all...
All right.
Yeah. Good.
It's all in Jerry's delivery, but I love when he says, what is it? Oh, same goes for this. When you pierce the skin of a piece of fruit, you bought the whole fruit. And he's just kind of pulling these props out of nowhere. I love
third of a banana, third of an apple, half a banana. But the whole like physics of carbonation bit, the apple biting, you bite it, you bought it.
Got a trivia question for you, Vinny. What is the first food that Jerry offers Kramer? Ever. Chronologically.
My memory serves as pizza.
Yeah, that's correct.
I just ordered pizza. You want to have some? Oh, really? What's mine is yours.
There you go. That's what started it.
There's a pretty name for a girl.
Pizza?
Pizza! Dinner's ready!
What was the first food that the character Michael Richards plays? What's the first food we ever see him ask Jerry for?
Meat.
There you go. Got any meat?
Got any meat?
He is technically Kessler, I guess, in that episode. So
go hunt.
Getting back to that clip, anything else you wanna talk about here?
Oh, yes, sirree, Bob. One Jay Riemenschneider, one of the best names in all of Seinfeld history.
Yes. Are there any Riemenschneiders out there?
If so, let your voices be heard. And that's a great line from Kramer. He eats it. He eats horse all the time. He gets from his butcher.
Now, it's possible that butcher is Franco.
Possibly.
I mean, if we want to connect the dots and shrink this universe.
Yeah, that's true. Let's go for it.
I think he's the only butcher we know about, right?
Yeah. At first I was going to say he was a fictional butcher, but Holly confirms it.
Mm-hmm. Unless, like, she's nuts, right? Like, her phone was even hooked up.
Oh, and his Kramer's, dressing down Elaine for not being the bigger person is very well done as well. And the whole way they kind of timed out, or not timed out. They blocked. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh, just like with Michael doing the whole.
He leaves, comes back.
Yeah.
But how is Jerry not insulted? Jerry's always down here. Elaine's up here. He's standing right there.
It's great delivery in Michael where he's like, "You're the last person I figured would do something like this. I mean, George, yeah, I could see that. Even Jerry."
Even Jerry.
And he's like, "What the hell?"
All the way down.
That might be my favorite Kramer noise at the end with a cigar where he's like,
Yeah, that's a very well-known one.
Mm-hmm. The door gets a lot of good action this episode. You know, people will say that New York is the fifth character on Seinfeld. I like to think Jerry's apartment door is the fifth character.
Here we go.
It gets a lot of good laughs this week. And in general.
The engine's running, but there's nobody behind the wheel.
All right, next scene, we are at, I couldn't get the restaurant name here. It's weird. It's the same interior from Ken and Carrie's dinner, but it's a different exterior. I don't know what's going on here, but George is pleading.
Maybe it's the backside of the restaurant.
Oh, there you go. George is pleading with Susan to go with 7, especially because it's so original, but she tells him it might not be that original anymore since Ken and Carrie are going with it for their daughter. And George is pissed. It's his name. He made it up. Now it won't be original.
It's going to lose all its cachet.
I don't know how much cachet it had to begin with.
Oh, it's got cachet, baby. It's got cachet of the yin-yang. Does it at all piss you off that Ken and Carrie stole the name from George? Stole it right from him?
Well, well, it's not like he trademarked it. You know what I mean? It's not like this.
Yeah, but it was his idea and his whole like basis for wanting, not only paying tribute to Mickey Mantle, but nobody else would have it, which is part of the allure. Mm-hmm. Now, if George had said, "Oh, you know what's a good name? Jack. I like the name Jack," and then they named their kid Jack, I'd say, "Okay, that's fine. Jack's kind of floating around. Mm-hmm. Lots of famous Jacks. People name their kid Jack." But 7, George, he says he made it up, but George was the first to decide to name a kid 7.
Yeah.
So it bugs me that they would steal that name. Like them's fighting.
I side with George here. Like it's frustrating, but for me, it's like Ken and Carrie. It's their right. You know, they're not even friends with George. And
as we'll find out, their argument, which is a pretty good one for George, it's not like you're having a baby anytime soon. Who knows? You've already postponed the wedding. Who knows if you'll even get engaged?
I love that line. It doesn't play for laughs, but it's so like harsh.
He's like, hey. And we get that. Well, why are we talking about that scene? We're not even there yet.
Yeah.
Let's hold. There are members in my family that have named their children various Italian names that I really liked. But because those names are out there and part of our family, mm-hmm. I don't want them anymore for if and when I have kids.
Right. I think that's
because I want it to be. I want to have the only Kramer in my family. You know what I mean?
Of course. And you know, it's funny. My one of my good friends from high school had a kid recently, and he named his son Matthew. And we got the card in the mail, and I told Liz, I'm like, oh, it's really sweet. We grew up together. I wonder if he named his son after me. And Liz just laughed. She's like the ego on you. She's
exactly,
like, it's one of the most popular names out there.
It's number 1.
Yeah, but I like to think I had something to do with that.
Whenever I do this thing at work, it's one of my go-to like little jokes. Mm-hmm. But when I'm giving a flu shot to a expectant mother, I say, "Oh, congratulations! What are you having?" And if they say a boy, I say, "Well, Vincent's a great name," and I always get to chuckle because they see my little name tag.
And then you just stab him with the needle. Sure. All right, next scene, we're at Elaine's apartment. Very brief here. Elaine tries to get out of bed. Her neck cracks as soon as she, sits up. And she's back to where she was the other day, just frozen in bed.
Kramer! Kramer!
There's a lot of different Kramers on the show. I still like that Kramer!
Wait, who said that?
Oh, well, it's Elaine with the doves. Like, Kramer,
okay. Or Kramer, you're all over the road.
Yes, we've been bringing that one up a lot. We got an act break here, and later on, Elaine is shuffling down the sidewalk, just bumping into things as she's stuck looking up at the sky.
Watch your step.
And at one point, Christy sees her and chats briefly to see how she's doing. And because of Elaine's neck, she can only see Christy's face. The rest of her body is out of view.
And it's shot in a fashion. Andy Ackerman angled the camera so you're only seeing Christy from the neck up, as if to be looking from Elaine's point of view.
There's something about this shot that always made me feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
Seeing the actress Christy at this angle for some reason.
You're like looking up her nostril.
It's very odd. And it's got to be tough for the actress because she's just like looking down at a camera.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, right?
It's just a very weird angle. But, it's funny. Even if Elaine, didn't have this neck issue, she would see Christy's outfit. And
yeah, but you see her from the side leaving, and she still looks like she has the, like a trench coat, like winter coat. What's the word? George says it. It's cinched up at the top.
Mm-hmm. She could have the dress on. We don't know. But
she could.
As Christy walks off, suddenly here comes Kramer cruising down the street on his new bike. And he's getting compliments and insults shouted at him.
Hey, you're riding a girl's bike.
Hey, you're riding This is going back, though, to the Switch, or whatever that episode was, with Babs Kramer. Like, looking good, just...
Oh, right. Everybody on the street knows Kramer.
And he's the mayor, as you put it, right?
Looking good, Cosmo. Yeah, he's the mayor, baby.
And I love Elaine trying to get his attention. Kramer! Yeah. Anyways, elsewhere, George gets buzzed up to Ken and Carrie's apartment. The 4 worst words in the English language.
Whose bra is this?
The other one.
Oh, we need to talk.
There you go. Anyways, next scene, we're at Jerry's apartment. Elaine is banging on Kramer's door. He isn't back from his joyride. So Jerry invites her into his place, and he hears that, Kramer's chiropractic job was a crock.
I'm surprised. I would think Kramer would have a knack for moving pieces of a person's spine around. She says Kramer's chiropractic job was a crock. There was a alternate line where she said his chiropractic job was a crock of shiatsu, which I like.
Yeah, that's a good
very
one.
Clever. Yes, it's along the lines of I don't really give a shh, door close.
Well, Elaine tells Jerry that she ran into the girl from the antique store, Christy.
You saw her? What was she wearing?
That's a great one too. You're right. Jerry gets some killer lines this week,
and that's one of the weaker ones. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
but just totally out of context. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Elaine, of course, didn't get to see the outfit, and what a great reveal here as Kramer enters the apartment on his new bike, Elaine's Stingray.
She talks to him like he's a little child. The way she listen.
Well, he's a little brat. He's like circling the couch and the coffee table.
Did you have a nice ride?
Did you have a nice ride?
Oh, great ride.
Oh, that's good, because it was your last.
What are you talking about? We had a deal.
You gotta give me back that bike. Look at this! Look! Oh, I couldn't even crawl out of bed this morning.
Bed? You should be sleeping on a wooden board for at least a week.
What? You never told me that?
Well, it's common sense.
Jerry, what is he talking about? He's being ridiculous.
All right, look, Jerry, you know the whole story. You should settle this.
Yeah, Jerry.
Well, I'm flattered that you would both appeal to my wisdom, but unfortunately, my friendship to each of you precludes my getting involved. What you need is an impartial mediator.
Yeah, I'd go for that. Would you go for that?
All right, I'm down.
Of course, it would have to be someone who hasn't heard the story before, someone who is unencumbered by any emotional attachment. Someone whose heart is so dark it cannot be swayed by pity, emotion, or human compassion of any kind.
So that's the situation.
You present an interesting dilemma. Each of you seemingly has a legitimate claim to the bicycle, and yet the bicycle can have only one rightful owner. Quite the conundrum. As a federal employee, I believe the law is all we have. It's all that separates us from the savages who don't deserve even the privilege of the Daily Mail, stuffing parcels into mailboxes where they don't belong. But you must promise that you will abide by my decision no matter how unjust it may seem to either of you. Do I have your word?
Yeah.
All right, let's begin. Ooh, my cocoa!
Great stuff in there, man. Love it. Let's go to the top. Again, the door. 5th character on Seinfeld. I love that slam, how he crashes right into it.
I think you got a good point now.
what what is it called again? The Alley of Power.
Yeah, Alley of Power.
That it just had such a presence.
So much story happens right in that little alley.
But the door, though, from Elaine, you want to see the horsey?
Exactly.
To my mother brought me some panties. They're all laid out for me. I don't know, just great punctuation with that door.
Yeah, you have something. And Jerry owns that door, doesn't he?
Yeah, the real life Jerry took the door from the set for sure. He says they had to replace it like every season.
Right, because Michael just beat the hell out of it.
Pretty much.
I wish they'd show a picture of the bottom because it's supposed to have all scuff marks from his black shoes. And what a nice surprise. We get one of the smartest guys around, Postal Employee Newman.
Right. You almost expect a reveal, or not a reveal, but a reaction from the audience similar to The Engagement, where Elaine is like, I didn't know who else to go to. Kramer said you could help us out. Of course. I think it's like Len Padnick in the audience, just like,
You're right. It is. It's the same kind of reveal, but it's perfect to have him be the mediator between these two. Mm-hmm. Although he has a crush on Elaine, or at least he will, later. Mm-hmm. But he's good friends with Kramer, and they've gone in on some projects together. I would think he would show a little bit more bias toward Kramer.
I could see Elaine swaying him if she knew.
Tries to later on with regards to the fur.
Right. If she knew he had a crush on her and she were to, I don't know, flirt with him, I think she would wind up with a bike.
Mm-hmm.
But but we'll see what happens. Newman's going to enjoy his cocoa.
Ooh. Bing.
In the meantime.
Oh, one other thing from that clip, it was I forgot to mention it, but going back to the Elaine Jerry portion in Jerry's apartment, there's a line there, and it's a Jerry read that I'm convinced Larry David wrote because it has such panache put on it. But what he says, "Well, I'm flattered that you would both appeal to my wisdom, but unfortunately, my friendship to each of you precludes my getting involved." Doesn't that seem like in the vein of Larry David?
Oh, 100%. I could hear that coming from Larry.
He is wise.
Next scene, we are at Kenny.
It works.
Ken and Carrie's apartment, and George tries to explain how 7 is his name, and siding with you here, Vinny. Ken and Carrie shouldn't be allowed to steal it. And again, love that line from Carrie here. Susan isn't pregnant. You've already postponed the wedding. Who knows if you'll ever get married?
Ouch.
Someone finally calling George out. I don't know. I like that a lot.
Hey, don't worry about me. I'm not a waffler. I don't waffle. That became one of my go-to lines.
It is, dude. And I did not know it was from Seinfeld.
Love to use that one.
I'm not a waffler. Since college, you use that term every once in a while when you're feeling iffy or you want to get out of something.
Yeah.
I'm waffling.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. George goes up to 11 here, and he starts pushing soda again, gets pissed when he hears they don't like it.
How do you not like soda? It's bubbly. It's refreshing.
Love that, the points he's making. Similar to the Junior Mint. It's chocolate, it's peppermint.
Yeah. How about Junior? You're saying 11 a lot. You're saying soda. Like, they're starting to grow on me now.
Oh, God.
These names. I'm changing.
Out. So you're going to tell Kelly, I'm sorry, Dino is getting pushed down the list. We're going with mellow
soda for
yellow.
A girl, 11 for a boy.
Well, Carrie suddenly goes into labor here. Probably all the stress is bringing it on. And she needs to go to the hospital. So as she and Ken rush out, sure enough, George follows them, starts throwing out other number names. What about 6? 9? 13? 13's no good. 14!
I like that.
That's good trivia, too. What 3 other numbers does George suggest and not criticize?
6, 9, and 14.
Yeah, there you go.
13's no good. Probably because 13 has the bad omen that comes along with it, so that'd be good. There were some other names he suggested during that scene, but they were deleted, or cut, rather. You want unusual? There's hundreds right in this room. Ottoman, sconce, Mitsubishi.
That's great. Kind of taking a page out of Jerry's book, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking around.
That would have actually worked well had he done that.
Yeah, I'm looking around my place right now. I don't see anything. Pillow, blanket. Oh, that was like a Michael Jackson kid.
Shredder, mattress.
Zyrtec?
No.
Next scene, we are at, I think it's called Bolo. We've been here before, New York restaurant. Jerry and Christy are out to eat in that very familiar booth. No matter what the exterior is, it's always this booth. And he's given her the crook eye because she's indeed wearing the same black and white dress again. Third time. Jerry seems kind of quiet.
No, he's just a little worn out.
I know what you mean.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah. Suddenly, some Jerry VO kicks in, and he's determined to unlock this dress mystery when Christy accidentally spills some wine all over herself. And did you watch the actress do this?
I did. I saw her hand. It's at the edge of the shot. She pulls the glass toward her to spill it on herself.
It's kind of funny because the glass I think isn't close enough to the edge, so she really has to drag her arm.
But you see it kind of hovering, or not hovering, but it slides across the table.
Yeah.
It's Phantom.
Anyways, they're planning to go to the movies, but she wants to head back to her place so she can change.
Change? Yes. I think that's a super idea.
Next scene, we're in Ken and Carrie's car. Very brief here, but just love this. They're on their way to the hospital. George sits in the back, and he leans forward right into Carrie's ear. You know, he's like, I promised the widow Mantle that I would use the name. So that's just a flat out lie, right?
Yeah. Well, maybe.
And then Ken starts yelling at him to stop. She's in labor.
So am I.
I love that.
He, again, is badgering a pregnant woman. Like, this woman has gone into labor. He put her into labor, most likely. She's in pain. They're on their way to the hospital. And he's still, like, going on about this name. And yet, I do not condemn him for it. I'm like, yes, George, convince her. You know what I mean? Also, this is not the first time George badgered a woman in labor.
Yeah, what was the first one?
It was the psychic that Elaine and George went to go see who had, Facey, take your finger out of your nose.
Mm-hmm. The one I thought looked like Aubrey Plaza.
Because!
Well, next scene, we are at Newman's apartment this time, and you know, Newman's had enough time to listen to both sides, both Elaine and Kramer's arguments, and he points out that, you know, both parties are responsible for their promises. I like that one a lot.
Me too.
Anyways, you know, we all know this. He takes on this, like, King Solomon role, that morality story, I guess, and
we will cut the bike down the middle and give half to each of you.
And Elaine's like, oh, whatever, that's fine. But Kramer, of course, can't bear to see the bike harmed, so just give it to Elaine, which, of course, makes Kramer the rightful owner.
Kramer, the bike is yours.
You are wise. You know, it's great, too. I thought this scene would end there, but Kramer's like, I'm off for a ride or whatever, and he just takes off.
Oh, and look at my neck's still hurting me. This isn't justice. Tell it to the judge, honey. Here come the judge.
There you go.
Here come the judge. Here come the judge.
We're in sync this week. This is nice. Next scene, we are at Christy's apartment, and what a great scene here. I love VO on Seinfeld. It's just so good. Jerry and Christy arrive after dinner.
Here we are.
Ah, so this is the Fortress of Solitude.
Well, I guess I'll go change.
Yes, change. By all means, change.
August 17th, 1992. The same dress. She never changes. Oh, my God. She's got to have hundreds of these dresses. There must be a secret stash around here somewhere.
Are you looking for something?
Hey, what are you doing? I thought you were changing.
You know, I'm thinking maybe we should just call it a night.
No, come on, put something else on. It's early, let's go out.
If it's all the same to you, I think I'm just gonna go to bed.
You know what, I'm kind of tired of myself. Maybe I'll just sleep here on the couch. Then in the morning, you get dressed, we'll walk out together. Both dressed, different clothes. Well, I'll be in the same clothes. You'll, of course, be in different clothes because it's your apartment. But we'll go downstairs, me in my same clothes and you in your different clothes.
Jerry, I don't think so.
You want to throw something on and walk me to a cab?
Get out.
Tell me what you're wearing tomorrow. I'll help you lay it out in the bed.
Are you guys not loving Jerry here? I mean, when he goes, you know, I'm kind of tired of myself. And he's going through all these ways to try and stay in her apartment. Albeit creepily, even though he says, I'll stay on the couch, you retire to your separate quarters. I'll leave in my same clothes, you and your new clothes, But he's trying so hard. If he had played it cool, I think he could have made it through to the next morning.
Yeah, let's try to see what's going on here. He sits down, he sees the photo of Christy.
1992.
1992, right. 4 years prior. I don't get why Jerry just doesn't play it cool, in this scene. Why does he have to go look into the closet for one? But I think the closet is irrelevant because when Christy shows up, she looks mad at him, I feel.
She does. She's already at a level of annoyance where she wants to kick him out, and there's no reason for it.
Well, but is it just the fact that he was snooping around her closet?
All he had to say was, "Where's the bathroom?"
Of course.
He was certain, but no, he's a curious guy. He wants to know things. It's in his nature. He couldn't play it cool, and I think a red flag went up for her. She's like, if it's all the same to you, I'm just gonna go to bed.
But you pick up on that, right? Like, she is irritated that he's looking in the closet.
Yeah. Yes, there's no reason for her to be annoyed just yet.
I always have trouble understanding why she wants him to go home.
Right.
When she, what happened in the bedroom, because she comes out in her robe to tell him, I want to call it a night. I don't know. It's just.
And when they were at dinner, she was so nice about, is it okay if we go home so I can change? But Jerry is suspicious of her, and maybe she's picking up on that.
And she doesn't want to reveal that she only wears the black and white dress.
Perhaps.
The jig is up.
Does she work out in the black and white dress?
Maybe.
Or does she have black and white tights?
Some cool trivia, though. Let's go back to that prop when Jerry looks at the framed photo on the table there. The actress who plays Christy is posing with a man, and that man is writer Alec Berg.
Alec Berg.
And what's funny is I bet you that photo was, just taken in the writer's room somewhere.
Yeah.
I wondered if you could see a board with story ideas.
I got to thinking, though, Jerry sees that photo, wouldn't he wonder, who's this dude or fella, Mm-hmm. Is that a boyfriend or, some guy that lives with her? But,
and who writes, did you see how the date was written on there? It felt very odd.
Very clunky, but that's okay.
Oh, God.
Well, that's how we do it on Christie's Planet.
Yes. All right. Next scene, we're at the hospital, very brief here. This, to me, is one of the all-time best George moments. I love this image, and even though we've seen it before in season 3, I love the visual of Carrie being pushed down the hallway and George just racing after her, berating her. You're being very selfish.
Yeah, trying to have a baby.
Okay, breathe, honey, breathe.
You're really being very selfish. It would be nice if you would think of someone other than yourself every now and then.
I'm having a baby! George, you're not getting 7. Now get out of here!
Please, I have so little.
I'm sorry, sir. Family only.
I'm family. I'm having sex with the cousin.
That is a really good scene for George there. There's some deleted dialogue in which George claimed to be the baby's birth father so that he could fill out the birth certificate, which is genius. And I'm kind of sorry they didn't leave that in. I would love to have seen that.
That is excellent. Yes, I love that idea too. What's great, though, about this George storyline is we get a little bit more at the end here. We have a deleted scene we're going to play, but until then, we cut over to Jerry's apartment, and Jerry calls Christy and tries to ask her out again, but she breaks up with him, and he tries to convince her, to do it in person, don't do it over the phone.
Wait, don't hang up on me. Why do you wear the same thing all the time? Hello!
Kramer complains that Jerry can't charge him for a box of pretzels, if he's snacking on them too. So Jerry's fed up. He got dumped. He's never going to figure out the mystery of the dress, and he decides to present Kramer with the bill for the week. It's pretty steep. Kramer doesn't have that kind of cash.
Few do. Until this bill is paid, the food court is closed. We're going to learn what's steep for Kramer, and I'm like, really?
That's a great joke. And that I like, too, how far the setup and the punchline are.
Yeah.
But Kramer dashes out to scrounge up some moolah, and we cut to the sidewalk later, and Elaine sees Newman riding the bike, and he reveals that Kramer needed the money. He was hard up for some cash, and he sold it for only $50. $
$50. He could have probably found that in Jerry's sofa or his jacket. A 20. Didn't he just come into like hundreds of dollars weeks ago?
Oh.
He's playing poker and he cleaned up.
Oh, that's true. He probably bought a lot of breakfast, you know. Breakfast on me.
That's right. But $50. Awesome.
Newman did have to make some modifications to the bike, though. What are they?
Solid tires, reinforced seat post, heavy-duty shocks. But, baby, this is one sweet ride.
Oh, man. So Elaine is furious and wants her bike back, and she starts chasing after Newman, and at one point starts strangling him with his scarf, which is a great image. But let's move on to this alternate ending here, Vinny, or at least a deleted scene that could have played after this. Did you watch this?
I did.
It might be available on YouTube. It is available on the DVDs. We have audio here. The setting is Central Park. You got Susan, George, Jerry, Ken, and Carrie all sitting on a bench looking at the baby and just being like, oh, how cute she is. So.
7.
Oh, she is so precious.
Thank you.
Isn't 7 beautiful, George?
Yes, very beautiful.
Everybody loves 7.
Oh, 7. What a great name. I wish we'd thought of that.
Well, we'll name the next one 7.
We can't. It's taken.
I need some air.
You're outside.
Oh, my God, that's her. Christy! Christy, wait! What are you wearing?
So what do you think? Would this have worked better as like an ending, like a capper?
I think it's a great little closing credit scene. Although, I love that we got Newman. I just wish maybe make the credits a little longer so we can get both. Mm-hmm. But the fact that, like, the knife is further stuck into George because this couple's like, oh, too bad we didn't think of it. We could have used it. But now we can't because it's taken. And then Jerry getting one last shot at Christy as he, flies at a screen to chase her.
See, that was the only part I didn't like. I didn't see that coming.
Oh, yeah.
She saw it coming. But something about that seems so unnecessary because it's better that the mystery is just always going to be unanswered in the apartment,
Yeah.
Why do you wear the same dress all the time? Hello.
That's true.
But I agree. Whenever that knife can get dug in a little deeper is always the preferred way to go.
So, what do you think?
So the question is, Matthew, does this episode have cachet?
I don't know how much cachet it had to begin with.
Oh, it's got cachet, baby.
Yes, it has cachet, up the yin-yang. I think this is one of the not only the best from season 7, just one of the best George storylines. And I mentioned it earlier. I didn't realize this while I was watching it, not until we started talking. It just, for me, has a perfect balance of like the wacky new Seinfeld with a lot of the old stuff. The old stuff being, the mystery of the dress and
Kramer's food inventory.
Food inventory, and George like obsessing over a name, something really stupid. The newer stuff is more like, the scenes with the bike, going down the street. That seems a little wackier.
There's old school minutia and then modern zaniness, and they're blended very well here in this Berg and Schaefer effort.
And something that you pointed out that, I didn't really have the note, but it's true. Jerry is having so much fun this week. And I want to revisit some episodes and keep track of when Jerry, the actor, I think is having more fun with the material. And he might not be cracking, you don't really see those horse teeth coming out. But I just get the vibe that he's having a lot of fun this week.
It's just the line. Even as fans, the lines are so fun to read, and they're so funny, and they play so well that I can't help but notice. It's like effortless the way he is making it come out this week. Mm-hmm.
Now I kind of hogged all the good stuff. Anything else you want to add to why you love this episode?
Well, I liked everything that you mentioned. Agree with all the storylines. The whole 7 naming, Kramer's inventory, Jerry. The Elaine bike thing is my least favorite out of the 4, but even then, that's a good storyline. And the girlfriend of Christy, I like the dress storyline, but her, I don't know, do I have to like her? No, but there's something missing. Now I'm just nitpicking for nitpicking's sake.
It is interesting how, like, the mystery of the dress is great, but I don't know if really the guest actress really had a shot because she has to be so normal. It's not about her; it's the costume.
Very true. So I'm sorry.
The bike, I know what you mean. That's the element that I kind of throw in with those later seasons where it's not bad. It just
not at all.
It kind of feels out of place. But
this is the direction Seinfeld's going, and I tend to gravitate towards the small scale stuff, and that's why I like the other, name discussion, contemplating why would she do this? At Monk's, a lot of scenes at Monk's this week, and the apartment, which makes for a good episode. But I lean older school Seinfeld, which is why I like those more than the newer stuff. But the new stuff that's still good stuff.
I don't know how we're going to handle these newer episodes, like seasons 8 and 9, when the scenes are a lot quicker, plot lines are a little thinner.
We'll find something.
Yeah. But Vinny, I have a feeling I might have liked this episode more than you. But do you think you're going to throw it in your top 20 anywhere?
I feel like I could go either way on this one.
Okay.
I got the parking spot sitting at 20. This was fun though. This was fun. Let's knock the parking spot out of there.
Wow.
And I'm gonna put it right at number 20.
Oh,
so
I know this. I know this move.
Yeah. So we got the rye at 19 for me, and then the 7 at number 20.
All right. Well, I'm definitely throwing this.
Yep. I hope you put number 7 or the 7 at number 7.
Oh, I totally am. No. Close though. I'm actually gonna put it at 17.
Okay. There you go. That's cute.
Well, I feel bad because I do like it slightly more than the alternate side, which is my number 16. I just want this episode to be with, but I want it to be with a 7.
I know.
So,
see what you're doing there. We all appreciate it.
So alternate side at 16, the 7 at 17, the Kiss Hello down to 18, and that means I'm saying goodbye to the race. But this is my, let's see, 1, 2, 3... I have 4 season 7 episodes in my top 20.
I only have 2.
Wow.
Oh, we got to analyze this list when we end the show to see which seasons, were strongest. Well, actually, we could probably do it right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, there is one episode, though, that I think could crack my top 10 from season 8.
Oh, I think I might be with you. All right, that's going to do it for us here on Seincast this week. Please feel free to send us an email at seincast@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram. And you can send us a voicemail at Coco Bosco.
Vinny, what episode do we have next week?
We will be discussing the 14th and 15th episodes of Season 7, The Cadillac.
Oh, nice. Vinny, we've never ridden a Cadillac before. Maybe we should drive around in one next time we're together.
What do you think? I've never ridden in a Cadillac before? Believe me, I've ridden in a Cadillac hundreds of times. Thousands.
Thousands?
But for now, I'm Vinny.
I'm Matt.
Signing off.
Seincast is not endorsed by Castle Rock Entertainment, Sony Pictures, or NBC. It is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Seinfeld, the Seinfeld logo, and all names, pictures, and audio of Seinfeld characters are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.
Well, you can't break up with me over the phone. Come on, you gotta do this in person. It doesn't even have to be one-on-one. You can bring a group of friends. I just want to see you. Wait, don't hang up on me. Why do you wear the same dress all the time? Hello?